Okay, so main thing it's set up was the grip. So once this hand gets kind of closed up there, there's still a little bit of this sort of, that was good. Then you kind of go, well, it doesn't quite feel comfortable, I'll play about with it a little bit, but generally speaking, but that club's about to go back. Yeah, so you're in a pretty good spot there with that grip with the right thumb, that sort of V that we're talking about, your thumb and forefinger create, is sort of going up towards your trail shoulder there. So if we go there, probably pointing somewhere along there. So that little V there you can see, that's nice in line. Where on this one, the left-hand side, I mean, you can barely see it's underneath there quite a lot. Just the fact, the sort of structure of your hands there, the fact you can see your left thumb now, your right palm's very much pointing at the sky. This now is going to encourage the club to come back to the golf ball, aiming left to target. So you're going to either make some adjustments to that, which again cause the ground to be hit early, or you'll hit a lovely golf shot, you'll miss the towel drill we did last time, and the ball just goes to the left. Now, the more the ball keeps going to the left, something is going to happen. Now, if we can fix the problem at source as to why that club control isn't there, we've got a chance. If we just let that grip sort of stay there and then we start trying to move the club by sort of swinging out to the right, it's going to come at a sacrifice of your quality of strike, and obviously therefore your distance. Okay, so that was the main thing it's set up. In terms of the swing, we sort of draw a line. That's effectively the wall that we were stood on there for the practice swing, okay? So as we go back, a little bit of a lean off the ball, which is fine, okay? Elbows are certainly down on that right side. What we'll do is get that left hip back towards the wall there. Now, in this case, it starts moving back there okay. Your hands there, you can see, more in line. And then we twist through here now, club over your left shoulder. Not too bad. Could this foot come up a little bit more? It could do, but at the moment now, that movement there towards that wall is looking pretty good. What we see on this one here now as you go back, as we come back, look at your left elbow now, the next frame. It's already starting to sort of pull away from this shot now when you get into impact. Even there, it's kind of quite a pulled, bent position, and the head's still down, the ball's gone, head's still kind of looking at, and then it sort of comes at the end there, by which time it's now unfortunately too late. Now I think, oh, it's miles too late. Well, I think in terms of time on the clock, I mean, there's impact 8.48. The club's up there at 8.65. It's a split second, but that split second of trying to keep the head down means that club travelling at 60, 70 mile an hour has already gone past you. And unfortunately, once that club starts going past you, if your head is staying down, your right side is staying back, your right arm can only go so far, yeah? Your left arm now has to start doing this. And when it starts doing this, it comes into impact, the left arm starts bracing kind of for impact, and you lift this elbow up, get the old chicken wing, and then we're going to probably top it or miss-hit it, okay? So it's allowing the body to rotate even more so in your practice swings, which is hopefully going to take some sort of smoothness in your swings. We don't want to see sort of see these practice swings where we stop and keep the head down. We're going to keep twisting, but the focus now, once you've got that better grip, is from here now, everything's going to move towards that wall. So you're going to sort of practice this, left hip into the wall there, left hip, and then we need the second one is obviously left hip and hands as you come back to impact, okay? This and the hands are slightly back of the wall, but marginal, okay? At least there was a movement towards target and then through to pretty decent shot, to be fair. So grip is your setup, and I would say if you can do, just, we can go back to start here now and sort of look where your grip is. So if you're not sure, just double check that so your right thumb is sort of sitting a little bit more on top. Grab a club in your hands every day, so make sure these fingers are on the grip. There you go. These three here, so your index finger, your middle and your ring of your right hand need to be on the grip. What your little finger does, we said before about the interlocking or the overlapping, or even if you want to go sort of sit down there, sort of baseball grip, that's fine. It's more of a preference thing on that, okay? So you can kind of interlock it, or little one sits over the top there, or I say baseball grip, but it's that right thumb is going to be covering your left thumb a little bit more into that position there, okay? If we look at this grip here now, and I think at the moment, that's comfortable on the left. That doesn't feel comfortable on the right at the moment. But if you could hold a golf club like that for the next 2 to 3 weeks, just have a club in your hand every day. It's almost okay. Grab a club, put it in front of a mirror, set myself up. Yep, that looks good. Just wiggle it around in your hands a little bit, yeah, for a minute, and then, okay, put it down, carry on what you're doing, okay? And then come back a few hours later, grab a club again, yeah. Yeah, that feels good, yeah. Right thumb's covering the left, yeah, got good. Nice and short thumb, yeah, great. Nice and loose grip, I can move it around, yeah. Just sit there, that's write your name in midair, so you can really control that club at all times, and you're able to kind of move the club this way, open the club, bend and move your hands. Even there was a little bit tense in that grip press, so we want to have a little bit of this. And I almost feel as though it's losing control, but you're just moving that club as you want. If I said open the club face this way, we could twist it, we could close it. If you're squeezing on for dear life to move this now, everything's moving together, so you're not really under control with that club, I would say, as much as you want to. Okay, so the more under control you are, with a better grip, the more you're able to control where that golf club's going to go in a more consistent basis. Okay, so grip tweak. I think I understand what's happened, because we talked about the elbow bending. You sort of moved your elbow this way, and as your hand's kind of gone with it, make sure that right hand gets a bit more on top of the thumb, and then do that practice drill up against the wall there, where you're sort of swinging that way. Get to the top pin, and then just start moving the hip. Move the hip first, get that rhythm and flow with the swing, so we get hip and hands on the wall before impact. Okay?
Yep.
Good stuff. Right then.